Heyo! Welcome back, everybody. This is Eon Shikino with another StarCraft 2 commentary. Let me go ahead and introduce our players. On the bottom left side of Neo Planet S, it's going to be the red Protoss player, Liquid HerO. And his opponents. In the top right side of Neo Planet S, the blue Terran player, it's going to be whatever that is. Evidently he's in a clan, he's got a name that seems to be quite long, but that's about as much as I can give you. So TVP, and yeah, we're gonna see how both these players get along. This is a match from the Korean ladder. We'll see how it plays out. So I watched DreamHack Stockholm Open this weekend. It was very interesting. Hold on a second. He went for a simulator first after Pylon. Interesting build here from HerO. But I'm going to keep talking about HerO anyway. In regards to DreamHack Stockholm Opened. If you don't want to hear any spoilers, just put your ears over your hands over your ears for a couple minutes, for like 2 minutes. So Liquid HerO actually did fairly well for the event. He got 3rd, 4th place. Had some pretty good games, but unfortunately was taken out and got 3rd or 4th place. So I expected him to make top 4, and he lived up to my expectations. So that was pretty cool. And hopefully, I wonder if DreamHack's going to post those replays, but if they do, I'm definitely going to be taking a look at those. So our friendly Terran player up here on the top right side of the map is going for a, looks like a command center opening after the barracks. No gas for him. I've played a lot of Terran today, actually, and I've been really favoring this, you know, Innovations TVP build. His opening is really fun. I like it. It just essentially opens up with some Marines, and you do a Widow Mine drop into an expansion. Pretty good build. I really like it. I've had quite a bit of success with it. Does get scouted out here. Cybernetics course up. First Zealot being warped in. Maybe, I don't know if he's worried about that SCV throwing down an engineering bay, or, you know, if that's just part of the whole, it's part of the plan. Now the command center, actually, the first command center is going to go down here for our Terran player. He's happy with the 2 Marines there. Hasn't started making another one. Nope, there he goes. Another Marine coming out. Still hasn't taken any gas yet. Might be a little bit before he does that. Here we're going to the top left side of the map. Not sure if he's looking for proxy or what his deal is, or he just wants to stay away from his opponents, you know, scouting him out. Zealot's heading out across the map. Won't be able to do much. As we see here, the Terran player has all that walled off. He's even making a bunker at the top of his ramp, really playing defensive. He does not want to die here. 2 workers in each gas here for Liquid HerO. Mothership core has popped out, and we're going to have a proxy Stargate, I would assume. More than likely, this is going to be a Stargate. If it's a Robo, this is a build that was sort of popular a little, like a couple months ago. It's a proxy Robo you could do, and you could just proxy in an Immortal, and just like bust down the Terran with like Zealot Immortal. Immortals and Zealots crush bunkers so fast, even if they're repairing. The Immortals just wreck bunkers so hard, and it's actually going to be a starport, or it's actually Stargate. That's, you know, kind of what you would expect. More often than not, it is a Stargate. And this time is going to be no different. HerO does scout his opponent, sees the bunker up there. I don't think he actually saw that. Yep, okay, actually he did see the command center, so he knows his opponent's got a base behind this. Oh, Mothership taking a little bit of damage there. We're probably going to see an Oracle come out of there for Liquid HerO. And the scout here from this Terran player is really useful. Seeing that there's no base here is huge. It lets you know, okay, my opponent is working on off of 1 base. And if I can just hold out this first attack, he can tech up to Marines, Bio, get some medevacs, and once he gets some medevacs, he can easily push out against this Protoss player. By then, his attack should be held off. No more extra gateways yet for our Protoss player. It seems to be that he's going to throw down an expansion right now. This is just going to be kind of a fancy contain / harass. Here we come, the Oracle's popping out. That's going to be able to go in the back of the base and deal a lot of damage. This army here in the front is kind of keeping him preoccupied, keeping his forces at the front. If he can get the Oracle in the back, he can deal a lot of damage. Worker count 28 versus 26. And here we're doing a really good job of keeping these Stalkers mostly alive. I'm not sure why this guy just does go back in the bunker. Can't keep all of his guys in there, but... Oh, the Oracle gets taken out. He must have really known those timings. He didn't get a single kill there. That was awesome there from this Terran player. He just must know the timings of that Oracle so incredibly well. He didn't even scout it out. But he does see the expansion. He has an SCV there. Time warp does go down. And that's just going to delay this a little bit longer. But there's way too many forces here. Marines, plenty of Marines. And this Mothership Core won't be enough to deal with this next attack that's coming. Another Oracle is on the way. Still has all his workers up. Even has a couple Marines here to defend the oncoming Oracle. So this Terran player's really got his stuff together. Look at this. Oh, great defense here from this Terran player. Gotta say. This guy doing exceptionally well. Gonna throw up that factory, which will allow him to tech up to the star port. Get some medevacs out here. Dropping some mules. These SCVs actually returning to down here. That's always funny. 2 reactors being placed here for the barrack, so obviously gonna have some bio play coming out. You can easily pull that command center down whenever he feels like it. HerO down here on the other side of the map, of course, has its expansion up, has it saturated. Let's check the income for both players. 35 versus 30, so Terran player actually just a smidge higher minerals just due to those mules, even though he's on 2 bases versus 2 bases. Definitely more cost efficient on HerO's side. Factory's done. The star port will go up. There it goes. Star port's coming up here. 2 oracles just flying around, snagging a kill there. And this Terran player really is playing defensive. Look, this throws down another bunker. And I think he's misreading this. You know, those oracles can deal a lot of damage to those Marines, but if you just, build a bunker down here, you could easily have taken that by now. So this carefulness of this Terran player might come back to bite him as this game progresses. Of course, we're going to have a reactor built there on the factory. Do a swap-a-roo there for that starport. Some Zealots and the sentries crossing the map. Another warp in position over here. A pylon for some more forward aggression. HerO's feeling already still hasn't... Actually, where was that scan at? Scans the warp gates. Doesn't see much else, so not too useful information there. But HerO's feeling, you know what? He hasn't taken his bottom base yet, but now we got it. Here we go. Here comes the rest of the forces. And Liquid HerO is going to go for an attack. He's going to get... He got the Guardian Shield up, which is great. He's going to easily land a force field on the rip. Great force field there. And he can kill all these units forced onto the low ground. Even you could throw down a time warp there if he feels like it. As soon as those force fields fall down, HerO once again just continuing to stop this Terran player from taking an expansion, unfortunately for him. I think there was a window there where the Terran player could have taken it, but he was just playing a little bit too safe. Medevacs are out, and this is the opportunity. Uh-oh. Speaking of opportunities, the oracles can get in there, deal a lot of damage, but no, that missile turret is an excellent location. HerO not aware of the forces heading to his base. He's got no defenses down here. Cooldowns for most of those is done. And let's see how much damage this drop is going to do. It needs to do quite a bit because he's a little bit behind here. 49 versus 34 workers. Here comes the drop. This is going to even the game up just a little bit. He might even have enough to take down this Nexus. But we have got a recall here from Liquid HerO. Liquid HerO's got the forces. He throws up a Guardian Shield. There we go. Good Guardian Shield. It's Stalkers versus a couple Zealots. Zealots being warped in. Nexus Cannon being thrown down there. And this army will get cleaned up. But not after he managed to take out 10 workers. Even one medevac didn't get out of there. This Stargate at the top still hasn't been found out about yet, but I'm pretty sure he knows about it. Base still alive, probes AFK. There they are, back to work. Let's check the worker count. 44 versus 35. The Protoss player is still with a nice worker lead. That pylon on the front was taken down. Our Terran player feeling a little bit more confident. These oracles looking to do some damage, and oh no, right as the Terran player leaves, the oracles are going to come in here and just slaughter all those SCVs, and now they need to get out of there. They've overstayed their welcome. He throws down the vision at the last minute before those manage to take up that last oracle, and that's going to be pretty useful. Seeing the vision of those medevacs is going to let him know, okay, where the medevacs at, where's the drop coming down, and that envision lasts for quite a while. Actually, no, it's a revelation. Actually lasts 30 seconds. Actually, 60 seconds. Yeah, 60 seconds. That's a full minute of vision for these 3 medevacs, and of course all the other units running around. And even, of course, the rocks. He's got envision on the rocks. He knows where those rocks are going. Oracle's chilling out over here. Gonna get taken out. Oh! Gets popped by those Marines. Now the Terran player is at 1-1. Our Protoss player's got the Zealot charge upgrade. Terran player has some pretty good upgrades, but look at this. Archon's out now for Liquid HerO. He's got a High Templar on the back that can throw down some feedback. He's got plenty of Zealots to deal with this. It's just going to come down to the fact, you know, is he going to do for a big drop the main, or is he just going to go for straight on head-on approach? I love this early push in with the single Marine just to scout to see what's going on. And now we have some scoot and shoot versus some Zealots, so you can control this a little bit better. Some Zealots now picking off some reinforcements. Force fields go down. He's going to get, oh, nice. He got 2 or 3 Marines there. Forcing those force fields. And now he's out of force fields. 2 more being warped in. He feels he's going to need them. This Terran player is doing some pretty good stutter step micro. And more Zealots just in position here to pick up the reinforcements streaming across the map. That's pretty clever. I haven't seen a Protoss player do that before at this timing in the game. And even going to get the Marine, get another Marauder. And the rest of those Marines too. Really nice job with those couple of Zealots, really throwing a kink in this Terran player's reinforcement strategy. Way oversaturated here, unfortunately, for HerO. He's at 28 out of 24 workers and only 14 out of 12 at home. So needs to work on that a little bit here. But, you know, we can check the army count. Look at this, 54 versus 40. And worker supply 57 versus 38. But here we go. Here's the attack from HerO. Does he have enough for Storm? No, he does not have enough for Storm yet. He still hasn't got any upgrades. So HerO feeling, okay, I need to make an attack now while, or before these upgrades from the Terran player gets 2 back. The Zealots charging in. There goes the Storm. Nice Storm on all those units. He needs to land a couple more Storms. Force field's going to go down, keep the units at the top. He's using most of the Zealots on the bottom right. Marauder's trying to get in the action. He lifts up the orbital command to get some more surface area for the Terran player. Zealots still charging forward. A lot of the workers are dead. And 2 Archons being warped in now, but I don't know if they're going to last too long. There's a lot of Marauders, a lot of Marines still left alive here, and the last 2 Archons will fall. And of course, orbital command flying after those Immortals. Gonna go there and land that. So let's check the worker count. 61 versus 18. Oh wow, that may have not won Liquid HerO the game, but that was a crippling blow. If Liquid HerO can just withstand this counterattack from this Terran player, he's going to have the game in the bag. Sure, he's got another orbital command, but he's so far behind in workers. I mean, it's not even close. The Terran player is ahead with upgrades. He's got 1-1 versus 0-0, while both players are working on their next set of upgrades. A single Zealot being warped in at this third. So very annoying for that Terran player. Here comes the forces. He's got enough for some Storm. No, he doesn't have enough for some Storm, actually. Zealots being warped in. More Zealots being warped in here. He just needs to buy some time for Storm to finish. One Storm is done. There we go. Storm, he's got enough. Oh, nice Storm. Great Storm there. He's got 1 more Storm left in him. Zealot being extremely annoying over there. Third base is mining just well for HerO. This Terran player may be looking to do a drop in the back of his base, but HerO is in position with some High Templars. No, he's just going to walk up the front here. If he can run up there, maybe catch the forces as they're running down the ramp, get him in a choke point, but no, he's going to load up. And this is the worst decision he could possibly do. He's going to load. Nope, yep, he sees it. That's bad news, buddy. Get out of there. And he is not yet aware of the third base over here from Liquid HerO. Zealot racking up some kills, 2 of them so far. Another Zealot chilling out down here at this possible 4th base location. Got plenty of gas here for our Terran player, so that's obviously why he's not mining here as natural. You can see he's got a surplus of gas, 944 compared to the minerals. Terran player is usually mineral dependent, as the other 2 races are more often than not gas dependent as we go on into the mid and late game. Production here from our Terran player up to 5 barracks, so about where he wants to be whenever he's setting up his third base. He's got his Ghost Academy up, and both of his engineering base can start working on the next upgrade whenever they feel like it. This force will be able to take out this pylon and the Stargate. Now, HerO's moving out across the map with his 1-1 upgrades, 2-2 being started. More than enough Storm to roll around. Here comes some Ghost. There we go. He doesn't have the energy upgrade there for the Ghost, so he's going to have to rely on snipes as opposed to EMPs. And I love this. Look at this, sending a 1 single Marine out. It's going to allow him to get better positioning of his opponent. And these Zealots, oh, look at that, rallying up the units. Just going to get a couple more kills in there, trying to just put the hurt on the economy here. 71 versus 36. HerO doing some work on this Terran player's army count. Uh-oh, this Terran player is looking to get out of there, but he's got enough for EMPs now. He needs to watch out. High Templar lands a Storm. Oh, they keep walking back into it. They wanted some more. Another Storm goes down. Not too successful there. This drop is going to make its way into the main, but I don't know if it's going to matter. The force here from HerO is pretty strong, but he decides to fall back, mostly consisting of Zealot, Archon, and High Templar. Third base up here, mining fine and dandy, has the gas saturated to boot. Terran player working on saturating his third as well. The Terran player sees the pylons here, and this is kind of a little bit of, I would say, like, it's bad information because he's seeing, okay, he's probably thinking, oh, wow, he's getting ready to take a third there. He's been on 2 bases this whole time. That's like his signal. He's going to take a third right now. And he's probably even more confident that there's not another base. But now with this one Marine scout, he sees it. Uh-oh, this base has been mining for a while. And that's really bad news to see from this Terran player. That's something he wasn't expecting, and that's really disconcerting in a ladder game, or in any game especially, whenever you've played so far and you think you've been like, oh, I've been doing so well, 2 base versus 2 base, but it's like, oh no, this is why the game is so much harder than it should have been, because he's had an extra base for who knows how long. And Liquid here with the Zealot warp ins from way over here, just wrecking havoc on this Terran player's economy. Hellbat's going to shut that down, no problem. They just laugh at Zealots. Very funny, Zealots. Go back to wherever you came from, Ire, I would assume. The Hellbats are here. So here we're working on 3-3, and the Terran player working on 3-3. So, you know, HerO with that extra base and that economy has allowed him to catch up in the upgrade. Drop over here. Got shut down, I assume. Terran player looking. Oh, he gets a feedback on one of those ghosts. Actually, maybe 2 ghosts. Yep, there's 2 ghosts there. 2 little splots and 2 gauze rifles. Actually, what is a ghost? What is his weapon? Canister rifle. Okay, maybe gauze rifle is what the Marine uses. Yep. There we go. More Zealots. HerO, give it a break, bud. You're in his mineral line more than his own SCVs are mining. HerO with the complete harass of all these units. He's killed so many workers this game. 55. You've never seen so many workers killed from a Protoss player due to just simple Zealot harassment. Oh no, all again. These are just, oh gosh, these SCVs. They want to play in a different game. They've got completely shut down here. The Terran player 113 supply versus HerO's 177. 3 photon cans being placed at HerO's 4th for some defense. Smart decision there. Drop was feeling hurt. He's probably forgot about it at this point. It's been down there for so long. Has seen that this base is warping in, so he knows his opponent is on 4 base. He's still on essentially 1 base at this time. The main is completely mined out, except for gas. The natural is really low on minerals, and the Terran player is in a really bad situation. I like the army composition he's going with, at least. You know, he's got the Marines, he's got the Marauders, and Hellbats for the tanking. And, of course, a lot of ghosts thrown in there to deal with the Archons, throw down some EMPs on those Zealots, and snipe those High Templar. But we don't see any Vikings coming out, which might be his complete undoing. As we see, we have HerO throwing up a couple Colossi. One of them out. There's the second one. There's the second one out. And, yeah, when you don't have Vikings, and your opponent's got Colossus and an insane number of Zealots who we know have been doing work this whole game, killing workers, you're in a little bit of a bad situation until you can get a couple. Vikings out. In this base, it had a little bit of chance to mine there, but it's going to be taken out by those Archons more than likely. Those Zealots are like, all right, we're just going to run away from our base because there's no good news over there. And oh, I thought he was going to continue with the attack there, but no. Now look at that, the ghosts moving forward. They want to snipe off these High Templar. Oh, but good storm right there on that. There we go. Oh, some good snipes going down. A couple of those get taken out. The Terran player is going to be forced to fall back, but there's just so many Zealots at this point. 3-3 for both players. Now we have the ultimate upgrades from both players moving forward. The SCVs now trying to make their way back to the main, but they're going to get cut off. Oh, going the wrong direction. Going to be forced to fall back. Oh, in another bad direction. There's no safe place this game for those SCVs to be. Terran player is up against the corner. He's got 2 bases at which he's almost mining at none of them. Worker count 16. He's back to 16 again. This Terran player, he's got a sweet 16, but it's not the one he was hoping for. More ghosts coming out, a couple more Vikings being produced, so he's well aware of the fact he has to get some Vikings out to deal with the Colossus. If the Colossus count gets too high, I mean, there's going to be 0 chance for him to deal with this. A drop is going to go down here at the bottom. He's going to fly right into all these photon cannons. He doesn't even pay attention. Oh, that was his one, I think, last chance to maybe inflict some damage into HerO, make this game work happen. Now look at this fight, 88 versus 200s. HerO completely maxed. Doesn't even care. He can just A-move into this. It's going to be over. He's got plenty of High Templar. He's got Archons up there in the front. Oh, that was a great storm. Oh, he's all buttered up. Oh, no. Even a time stop goes down there. Oh, man. This is bad news. GG from our Terran player. HerO finishes up the game, mops up his opponent. 20 minutes, 36 seconds. HerO in great form there. I love the just continued Zealot harassment on his opponent. Using the Zealots to cut off the reinforcements was a great play. Use the Zealots to hit the natural, hit them third, hit the fourth, just everywhere. Really good use of the Zealots. And, you know, that's normally something you'd see like again a Zerg player do, but just seeing a Protoss player do it so effectively is really cool to watch. So that's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to check out more of my VODs, you can go to youtube.com/EonChiquino. I'll see you guys later.